Hello and welcome back to Crafty Magic Arts. Once again, I'm using a unique art supply to make something, well, unique, like I usually do. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. First, we're going to use a standing alarm clock. I picked this up at the dollar store for $4. Even though it's not exactly what I needed, I figured, hey, I'm crafty, I can make this work. And you know what? I did. I just need to take it apart, remove some of the pieces, and get it to be the wall clock that I was hoping for. So, just simply unscrewing, it was not that simple, I made it look good, and then taking all the pieces apart. The nice thing about this clock is it does come in layers, so I'm able to figure out a configuration that actually works for me, and this is it. Looks pretty good. Now, I don't need the glass anymore, and I won't need the back, but that's okay. Those can be saved for other projects. The back is actually used in the Mantar video, be sure to check that out. Now, I don't need these feet, they need to go. So I take out my little hacksaw and, well, I hack away at it. It is slow, it is going pretty good, and I think that it's ready to pop off, and then I probably break it. That's okay. Whatever, I'll I'll break off the next one too. Why not? Like, gotta fix it anyways, might as well do it. Save those two for a rainy day. Now putting my clock down, I'm going to pull out the MVP of this project, a whole lot of pencil crayons, but I don't need them yet, so I'll put them back and actually get out the hot glue to glue all the pieces together first. To be honest, hot glue is also going to be the MVP of this project. Taking out some paper that I saved from some candy, believe it or not, Reese's Pieces, and then I'm going to put some hot glue to lock it into place. Good fix, paper and glue. Now here I'm displaying the most awesome camera work. I am getting better at this. I am becoming a professional YouTuber. You love this so much. Look at me go. Whee! Moving on. And here I'm going to use a cutter to cut the paper. Why is it so hard? I don't know. I probably use scissors actually, but I'm showing a knife. It worked. And it's cut. It looks decent enough. And here I'm bringing out my teeny tiny cutters to cut off those little leggy things. I cover it with my hand because I don't want a piece of plastic to fly into my eye. I think it's just smart. Now, taking away the actual clock and organizing all my pencil crayons. You'll notice I have a lot of these. I have a lot of these from my childhood, actually. My dad used to collect ones he found on the ground at his job, and he brought them home. So I kept them all. I had lots. Like, I mean a lot. And I organized them into a beautiful rainbow color. And honestly, that was incredibly satisfying. You'll notice there's no browns, blacks, or whites. That's intentional. I just wanted color. And here it is, kind of organized in a circular pattern to give you an idea of what I'm planning to do. It is important to know, I did not use them all. I only used a small portion. This clock is small. So while I was planning on just moving ahead and gluing them all in, I realized the clock wasn't going to look very good with a bunch of pencils that were dull, so I proceeded to sharpen all of them. Took a while, but I got a lot of shavings, and all of the pencil crayons look much, much better than they did. And with that actually out of the way, we are able to start the clock. I'm so excited, you can tell by my hand movements. So I'm going to throw in some glue right here at the very top, right at the 12, and I'm going to add my first color, which is pink. Oh, looks perfect, just perfect. And then I realized I probably should have done some planning. Even though I'd laid out the colors, I want to make sure I had them in the order, like in the right placement. So as you can see here, my perfect plan is laid out. I have pink, red. You saw it was perfect. Now let's actually proceed with the clock. So I decided that I needed to make it look pretty good, so I decided 3 on each of the major points, I guess. So we have 12, and then I'll move on to 9 and 6 and 3. Those are the ones that I want to use. So I am gluing these all in, and I'm using lids to hold them up. These lids are actually come from Good Food, I think. A lot of their stuff came with lids and packages, so I have them saved as well. And now I'm gluing in all the colors in the order that they're supposed to be. So I'm taking my time and laying them out and then gluing them. I do lay them out first sometimes, and that kind of disappears, and then I actually glue them into place. It's happening a lot faster on the screen than it did in real life. This was very tedious and time consuming, especially because the glue does take a while to dry. Moving back up to the top, I'm going all the way from purple to blue, slowly again but surely. I realized that some of the colors didn't transition well. I do fix the blue here, realizing that I actually put the wrong one in its place, but that's okay, it's a quick fix. and then I'm able to do the other blues and do a decent transition between them. When you have as many pencil crayons as I had, you can usually find a decent transition, but it is hard. Like, I really wanted to include light teal, and then I had to go like from dark teal to light teal, back to dark teal, then bring it back into green. So locking in some glue here to make sure it doesn't move, and now I want to add some paper to really hold it into place. The hot glue is good, but I want to actually add paper to make sure it's stable. Of course, I can't do that without using my handy dandy compass, so I actually measure out how wide I want it, and then I trace that onto, I think it's a type of chipboard. I think I got it from like packaging as well. It worked out well enough, but I do need to cut it out, and you can see it's actually a ring. It's not just a circle. I don't want to cover the whole back. You need to be able to access the battery, so I actually do cut out a ring to go along the outside of the clock so you can still access the inside, no problem, if you get what I mean. You can see it on the screen. Gluing that firmly into place, everything's really set, and then I flip it over and I realize I done messed up. Ugh, I didn't. It's okay, they're fixable. So I did actually really try to make sure that all the labels were pointed to the back, so in the front it was all color. There's so many different brands. I did actually have one that didn't have any branding on it, but for the most part, they were just everywhere. But here you can see that's all fixed, and now I'm moving on to adding some string so it actually becomes a hanging clock. I thought it was a pretty good idea. Use some yarn and some hot glue and some paper. It worked. But for the most part, we're getting close to being done. Like, this is not a big project. It's actually really quick. The most time-consuming thing was probably organizing the pencil crayons. That was the truth, to be honest. But man, oh man, does it look good. So slick. Look at that color. I love color. Oh, it's beautiful. And here it is on my wall. Now, I love this piece. I would have kept it, but I didn't really have a place for it. It's big and it's bold and it's beautiful, so I actually gave it to one of my kids' teachers to hang in their classroom. I feel this is the perfect piece to have in a classroom. So yeah, this is my wonderful creation. I hope you liked it as much as I did. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell notification if you want to get notified for any of my future videos. And yeah, this is all for me this time around, and there's more coming up soon, so look forward to it. Thanks. Bye-bye.